Good evening, my fellow collectors. Welcome to 8 Questions. Today, I am joined by Sean of Sean Ryan Toys and Games, a channel on YouTube.
Hello, everybody.
Sean, what is the absolute dumbest way you can think of to spend $1 million?
So, I had these questions in advance, so I did think about some of them a little bit, and this is one of them. The dumbest way you can spend $1 million to me, and this is my own experience, is definitely gambling, which is kind of counterintuitive because my channel is essentially about gambling with Funko Pop mystery boxes. But that amount of money would just be obscene to spend on any type of gambling, be it toys or cash or anything else.
What Funko Pop or series do you regret buying or collecting?
There's a couple ways to answer that one. I think I would probably say I regret maybe DC. DC is, I collect Marvel and DC, but DC literally sits in a closet because I don't have anywhere to display it. So I think the regrets there are around the size of the collection and the fact that it just sits in my closet.
How many do you think you have?
DC? 150, 200 maybe?
I feel the same way about my Star Wars pops. I love Star Wars, but I don't need like 9 Luke Skywalkers.
Yeah, same with Star Wars. I have tons of those, but I love Star Wars so much I didn't want to pick on them.
What famous person, alive or dead, would you like to have a deep, meaningful conversation with? And or a little boom boom in the bedroom?
All right, I like the way you phrase that versus the other time I heard you ask that question. The boom boom in the bedroom is not something I generally think about with celebrities, so I don't think I have a good answer for that one. Famous person I'd like to have a conversation with, I'd like to hear from Albert Einstein, maybe not so much on anything that you would think about, but stuff from his earlier years, like what was it like, what was your thought process like when you were failing math in 4th grade to, evolve to who you are now? Stuff like that is what I would like to hear about.
What is the first thing you ever started collecting?
That's tough because I have a lot of stuff still from when I was, 5 or less. I have the original Nintendo. I have my first Nintendo with the games. I still have my G.I. Joes. I grew up in the 80s, so G.I. Joe and Transformers were where it was at back then. And it's got to be one of those. And then later on, I started with Magic cards, and eventually it became figures and Funko Pops.
What would a Funko Pop of you look like?
So I actually have one. A friend of mine, Brittany, from the channel Cheap and Nerdy, made a DIY Funko Pop of me, and it's pretty accurate. It's I forget the shirt that's on it off the top of my head, but it has a giant taco hat that she molded out of clay and baked it so it fits on the figure. I'll actually send you a picture of it if you want to include it in your video.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that because I definitely associate tacos with your channel.
I love tacos. I even call myself the Taco Man. So
I'm hungry. Let's get a taco.
Sean Ryan Toys and Games, if someone gave you the full pop price guide value for your entire collection right now, cash money, would you take it?
I think the knee-jerk reaction to that is going to be yes. I would take it because maybe not for the same reasons that other people would, but first of all, it's expensive. It's a lot of money, but I don't think I could because a lot of the stuff has been gifted to me or they're customs that people have made for me, and I don't give away gifts. I don't know if you know that about me, but if somebody gives me a gift, no matter what it is, I'm keeping it. Just because that person either was making a joke or they took time out of their life to put something together that was personal to them, and that becomes personal to me. So I don't think I could take it, even though it would be good, a good amount of money.
Yeah, I totally understand that. There's gifts that I have that I know probably cost $10, $20, but I cherish those more than something I bought for myself that's like $300.
Oh, there's things too that I don't cherish at all. Steven from Two Peas in a Pop forever ago, we were on a live stream together, and I was making fun of like boy bands or something. He goes, "Oh, I got a present for you." And like a week later, Justin Bieber pop shows up that he bought on eBay while we were on the live stream. I no connection to Justin Bieber or boy bands or anything like that, but people think it's funny to send me stuff like that. So I have a bunch of Cuphead pops that I'm not fond of, but I like the little stories that go with them.
Yeah, you got that yummy, yum, that yummy, yum, that yummy, that yum.
What is the meanest YouTube comment you have ever received?
So I don't really get a lot of mean comments. I get a lot of stuff where people are basically saying mystery boxes are rigged, or anytime I hit something good, they instantly think it's fake because I'm on YouTube. I want to tell them mystery boxes, they're mystery boxes. Like, I have 3,000 followers. If a company wants to risk their reputation for advertising with me, it's a horrible business model. But honestly, the mean stuff doesn't really come out in the comments section. It'll go straight to your Instagram DMs or Twitter DMs or wherever people think they're the safest from anybody else knowing what they said to you.
Oh, so it's mostly in private when there's no repercussions that people say the nasty things.
Absolutely. The stuff that is, and it on my channel at least, it's fairly limited. I know other people get beat up in their comment sections pretty bad, but I feel like most of the people understand that I'm doing this for fun, and I'm doing it to be part of a community and enjoy what I do versus trying to, I don't know, get rich or build a massive subscriber base and make money off of YouTube.
We will conclude this interview with a question invented by the great Bernard Pivot, chairman of Academy Goncourt. Sean, what is your favorite curse word?
Oh, man. I don't know if there's necessarily a favorite. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of the B word just because it can be twisted so many different ways. Like, I'll always, come up into Instagram group chats and be like, "What up, biatches?" Or,
Bitch, you know what I want.
Friends and I are constantly going, have you seen D lately? And they'll be like, "Wait, who's D?" And I'll be like, "D's nuts." So just stupid stuff like that. It's never anything that's like really super derogatory, but just stuff that's fun to say.
I'd like to thank Sean for being my guest on 8 Questions. Go check out his channel for extremely entertaining live streams and the second best mystery box content on YouTube.
Та, що зміта, і не,